Hello everybody, welcome back to Huson DIY. My name's Matilda.
And my name's Ben.
And today we're going to be making some more key rings.
We are out with Matilda.
Yeah.
So we've been doing some resin for quite a long time now, haven't we? A few months. And we've finally decided months. We finally decided our favourite resin was a Craft Resin. Hopefully you can see that on camera. So we spoke to the Craft Resin team. We've teamed up with them and they've sent us some resin to use. So we're going to use the Craft Resin again. We've used it a few times now, but we're going to use it this time. But a couple of things I want to mention before we start using the resin, just around safety using the resin, because we spoke to the guys at Craft Resin and they told us how important it was about being safe when using resin, especially when doing it with children. Yeah, because children's skin's a lot more sensitive than adults. So a couple of things we're going to use. So we've got good ventilation. So ventilation is quite key. If you're doing it in a small place, you probably need to wear a ventilator mask, but we've got quite a wide open space. We've got the windows open and we've got a desk fan blowing air around over there as well. So what we're going to use though, we've got these masks, haven't we, Tilda? So these are kind of dust masks, so we'll still use these masks just to make sure any fumes don't, especially with Matilda or they've been young, that don't go in. I've also got a mask there. So for our hands, Matilda, what we're going to use on our hands?
Our gloves.
So we've got some disposable gloves. So they're just like surgical gloves that we got off Amazon. I'll put the link in there. That's just to make sure it obviously doesn't go on our hands.
We've got some little gloves for me and big one for Dada.
Exactly, so we've got the smallest we'll get from Matilda was small, so they kind of fit, but you'll see in the video in a little bit that they do fit. A little bit big, but they're fine out there. And some large ones for me. So put them back, Matilda. So we've got the masks, we've got the gloves, and we're going to wear aprons out with aprons as well. So we've both got our aprons. There and there. Okay, so we're already down here. We're going to record from two angles up here. Woo, 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 woo. Got our gloves on. Blah, blah, blah. Got our gloves on. Got our masks on. And we've got the ventilation, all nice and ventilated. So, first task, Matilda. We need to mix A and B together. So we've got this mixing jug there that Tilda's got.
Do we need a wineskin?
No, we don't. So we've got our alphabet mould we've been using for all our keyrings.
Yeah.
We've worked out it's about 240 millilitres of the epoxy resin mixture will just about do all of these, including the numbers. So we're going to do 120 mil. So it's, as I said before, this Craft Resin. So we're going to do that now. So I'll show it to that camera as well. The Craft Resin, part A and part B. So let's get mixing, Tilda. Can I have this? Is that all right? Okay, so here we go. Actually got some gloves. So the Craft Resin does come with some gloves. Comes with a special Craft Resin stirrer as well, Tilda, doesn't it? We've got about 3 or 4 of them now. So we've got part A, which is the resin, and part B, which is the hardener. So we'll put that box out of the way. Got our measuring jug. So I'm gonna, part A, do you want me to pour these, Tilda? Yeah? I'll pour these. So it comes with the protective foil on top, which will just, we usually do, just piece a little hole, don't we, Tilda? Just in there like that.
Yeah.
Piece a little hole in A. That's A. And that's B. A and B. Okay, so I'm going to fill this jug up to 120 millilitres. So, in fact, let's just, because we don't need the numbers this time, let's just go to 100 millilitres, Tilda.
Okay.
That's to 100. So that's part A, that's the resin done. We've got part B, the hardener. So we'll take this up to the 200 mark, nice and simple then with the numbers. So 100 of one, 100 of another. Up to 200 millilitres. So nice and carefully, put the lids back on them. Put them back in the box, keep them safe. Do you want to stir it for a bit, Tilda?
Yeah.
Okay. So Matilda's got her gloves on, so we're all nice and safe. So Matilda, remember, just stir it in one direction, not too fast, because it might create too many bubbles. That's fine. You just do a bit of stirring first, and I'll do some after. You alright there with your gloves?
Yep.
Careful. That's it. So you need to stir this for 2, maybe 3 minutes first of all, and then we'll add our mica powder in. So we'll stir this now, but we'll speed it up for you watching the video so you don't have to watch us stirring it. Okay, so we've been mixing that for a couple of minutes now. What Matilda's going to do, she's going to add in our black mica powder. And we also got some craft resin as well. So this is the first time we're using the mica powder, isn't it, Matilda?
Yeah.
Yeah? So the first time we've ever used it. So what we'll do is we'll probably add maybe one spoon in to start with. Yeah? 1 spoon in. Let me just show you that so you can see the black dye going in. 1 spoon to start with. And then see what it's like. If we need a little bit more, we can add a bit more, can't we? Yeah? Okay? Right, so you ready, Tills? What's up? Speak.
My mask.
You're going near the resin now. You're going to put your mask on.
Yeah.
Good girl. That's it. So Matilda there, you know, she knows the safety now, don't you? Yeah? Don't want to breathe in any of that mica dust, do we? Right, so there's the bag open for you, Matilda.
Okay.
Do you want to pop that spoon in?
Okay.
Can you do it with your gloves?
Yeah.
Right? Do it. So pop it in, and you should be able to get a scoop of that powder.
How many scoops?
We just do 1 to start with. That's it. That's quite a lot. So pop it in. Okay. So I'm going to give that a stir now. So we'll see what it's like. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So as I said, this is the first time me and Matilda have used the mica powder, so we've no idea.
Hot.
What?
Cotton.
What? So you can take it off now, yeah?
Oh.
You can take your mask off now.
Sure.
Yeah. So you can see that's gone really black, Matilda. Look at
Oh,
that.
that's enough.
That is enough. So what that will kind of 1 heat scoop. I think we could have probably got away with less than that. That's not a problem though. Let's show it to that camera as well there. That is really dark.
Oh,
Oh,
the spoon.
really dark. What's up?
Spoon's gone black.
Oh, we can rinse the spoon off, can't we?
And we can use some more. We got some more in the pack.
So I'll stop there. I'll stir it for about another minute or so, just to make sure that mica powder's mixed in. We'll do it for 1 minute, and then we'll come back and add the glitters in. Okay, so I've stirred that for 1 more minute now with the mica powder. That is looking insane. It looks great. I'm gonna have fun with them mica powders. So Matilda, 1 second. Matilda isn't going to touch the resin again, so she just took her gloves off for now, just to be safe. What Matilda's going to do, she's going to use her little fingers, and get little pinches of the glitter and just sprinkle it in.
Because it's hard with my gloves because they're a bit big.
Yeah. So Matilda's just going to be really safe. So we'll go with red
Start
first.
with blue.
Start with blue.
Make sure you don't do it the wrong way around. So it won't spill.
Okay, so blue. So keep your hand away from resin and then just sprinkle the blue in. Is that enough?
Bit more.
Bit more?
Because we're using a lot of stars.
Okay. Do you want to go get that tea towel over there?
Yeah.
So you can wipe your hand on it. Hurry up, quick, quick, quick.
I will.
Okay, so blue done. Should we go with this kind of nice orangey colour next?
We've never used this
I
one.
don't think we have we? Go on then, Tills.
Okay.
That's it. Perfect, that's enough.
2
2 pinches of each one, you reckon?
Yeah.
What's next?
gold.
Gold. We've used the gold before, haven't we? We like the gold. So that's gold. So putting gold in next.
2 scoops.
1, 2. Green.
2 scoops.
Oh, that was...
We've never used.
No, we've never used green either. A little bit more.
That's
more.
just 3 for this one.
3 green. Ruby fingers to get off. I went over resin, don't matter. Okay, so we've got our, we've got pink. So pink. So get your pink in there, Tills, go for it. Lovely. Lovely, one more. Excellent. Last one, which is?
Red.
Red. So nice,
I've
bright
put some
red.
different colours in it as
Okay.
well. Like,
Oh, careful.
okay, one tiny one. There.
Right, sprinkle the rub your fingers together over the resin so you've got. That's it. I've got a bit on mine there. Let's just rub that in. Okay, so there all the colours sprinkled in. You can see that on the camera there, they're glittering away. So what I'll do now is I'll mix this in for 1 more minute. So we'll speed it up for you watching, but we'll mix it in for 1 more minute and then start pouring into the mould. Okay, so that's the last of the stirring done. So that's been, the glitter's all stirred in there, looking brilliant. So what we'll do is we will leave this just for a minute, just for it to settle and the bubbles to rise to the top. And then we'll get our mould ready, we'll get things tidied away, get the mould ready, and we'll start pouring. What we're going to do, it is really glitter, it's sparkling in the light. We'll pour it into the smaller one and then use that to pour it into the mould. It just makes it easier pouring with the smaller one. That's a top Huson DIY tip for you there. Okay, so we'll leave that a minute and we'll come back in 1 minute. Okay, so we've left this for 1 minute. We've got our mould ready with all the letters here. So what I'll do first is I'm going to pour the epoxy resin mixture into this smaller jug, which will make it easier to pour water, Matilda.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so we'll pour that in there first. Okay, so we've got the small jug there. And what I'll do is I'll make my way from left to right. So, me and Matilda made the black and yellow ones with Matilda.
Yeah.
The space black and the gold ones. And then we made 2 other kinds. So we made some multicoloured ones with a new mould. These green and orange. What else you got, Tills?
Pink and blue.
Pink.
And some more. Is it purple and blue?
Yeah, like a purpley blue. Yeah, purple and blue.
This is my favourite one.
That one.
The purpley blue.
Yeah. A&M there. Look.
My
So we'll screw the keyrings onto these ones. We won't film that, but we're going to screw the keyrings on, and then Niels will go to the shop for Little Horrors to go for sale, won't he, Matilda? So yeah, so we'll probably make some more at some point as well, but for this video, that's everything, isn't it, Tilda? So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the safety bits we've done at the beginning about being safe with resin, wearing your gloves, wearing your mask, wearing your apron. Yeah? Anything else you want to say, Tilda?
I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Bye.
Bye!